Hello.
Hi, everybody. I'm Cynthia.
And I'm Nick.
And we are back with Macchiato Coffee Talk. We decided to bring the series back because we've had a lot of requests. And people have been making comments on my channel saying, I miss your coffee talk videos. And we just thought, why the heck not? We're here in the pandemic. And for those of you that are newer to my channel, I used to do a series called Macchiato Monday Coffee Talk. And we would just get a cup of coffee, sit and chit chat about everything and anything, current projects, what's new on the channel. My husband would join me in a lot of the videos, and we would talk about our art projects, things that are coming up on the channel, books we love, movies we've seen.
And just have fun.
Yeah, really. So that's what we're going to do. And we're definitely going to do one a month, but right now we'll probably do a little bit more because we have more time. We don't go back to school until, I want to say, August 9th or something like that.
I believe it's August 19th for kids.
August 19th for kids, but he goes back a week before I do to get the classrooms and things ready. I go back when the kids go back. I am a para, which is a teacher's assistant, and currently I work in an autistic cluster with 3, 4, and 5-year-olds. And you...
I am now the PE teacher at my school, so I teach physical education and loving every minute of it.
You used to teach 3rd grade.
Taught 3rd grade for a bunch of years, taught 4th grade for a bunch of years.
Yeah.
So.
And you don't miss the classroom.
No, I don't. I love being a PE teacher.
PE teacher, it's a lot of fun. You get to see all the kids in the school, which is really great.
Yes. Get to know everybody, get to interact with everybody. You have them for 30 minutes and they're gone.
Yeah. So, oh, stop drinking my coffee.
Somebody else wants to get involved in the coffee talk?
My cat Sherlock is coming over here. He may come in front of the computer. Who knows? But he's drinking the other one too. Here, put that over. Currently, I'm not drinking macchiato because we are on low carb, and I did not like the sugar-free macchiato creamer. It is nasty. So I am drinking sugar-free hazelnut. And the one that I like the most, believe it or not, is from Aldi's. The Aldi's brand. It's really, really good.
And I can only really drink the only one I really like is the French vanilla sugar-free, and the best one that I've found, for me anyway, is the Walmart brand, the Great Value. I don't like the others as much. They have a weirder taste. The Great Value brand seems to be the best taste for me.
A lot of the sugar-free, you can taste the sweetener aftertaste, and that's what kind of is like, ugh. Now he's grabbing my pencil. I love these things. These are from the school. They're smellies or something. Snifties. Snifty pet. This one smells like cotton candy. It's so good. I love these pencils. The PTA sells them. No.
Yeah. Well, different people sell them. PTA has sold them. Pat Crow sells them for the safety patrols.
Safety patrol. To raise money for our field trip, which we did not get to go on this year. We were super bummed.
Canceled.
It got canceled. We normally go to
like
Universal. I forget which one we went to last year.
We've gone to Islands of Adventure, and last year we went to just regular Universal Studios.
Which I liked better, to be honest with you. It was more relaxing. The kids seemed to enjoy it. A lot of our kids were so afraid to go on the Hulk. They were like, either they were so excited to go on it, or they were like, I don't think so. Oh, there he is. You can see Sherlock. He's kind of
checking things out here, wondering what we're doing.
For those of you that don't know, I am a huge mystery buff. I love mysteries. And so when he brought the cats home, they were rescue cats. And they were probably about, 7 months already?
Something like that.
And we were trying to come up with names, and we decided Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson.
Yes.
And they're brothers. We absolutely love them like they were our kids, because we don't have kids.
Right.
And they're our babies. So I call them everything under the sun besides their names. Sherlock, I call him Baby Boo most of the time. My Baby Boo. Yeah. Yeah, you know that name. What do I call Watson?
Boom Boom.
Boom Boom Watson. I don't know why. Just fun.
I generally stick to Watson and Sherlock.
I call you all kinds of names too, but we can't mention that here. Okay, so we're bringing back the series. I hope you guys enjoy it. And if you have any questions, always leave a comment below. We try to answer each and every one. And one of the things that you've been doing with some fellow teachers during this shut-in is challenging each other during art. My husband is really into drawing comic book art.
Yes. I'm very much into comic book and fantasy art and things like that. When I was little, when I got started, it was all comic book art and things like that. And then I got into fantasy art, and I still do both of those. And we did a lot of different art challenges for just something to do with a couple of teachers. And one of the art challenges was to do a school picture of anything. So I did a Chewbacca school picture, and he's there wearing a little safety patrol belt, and this is him with his mohawk, and this is Chewbacca school picture.
I love that one. We need to frame that. It's so cute. And you know what's fun? Challenging each other, because it keeps you motivated. It keeps you, you're kind of got a little camaraderie going on, and I just think it's a lot of fun. If you have any friends, crafty friends or not, maybe they never did anything before and you want to do a challenge together, I encourage you to do it. It really keeps you motivated and inspired to do other things with your art and crafting.
And then somebody suggested we do a Bob Ross challenge. So was to find a Bob Ross video and do the video. And I did the Northern Lights one that he did. And if I hold it back here, it looks really good. So I'm going to just keep it this far away from everybody.
You've never painted before?
No, I'm not really a painter. In high school I did some paintings for art class and things like that, but never on a canvas. This is a thin canvas, but it's on a canvas. And I really enjoyed doing it. It was really difficult, but I did it and had some fun with it. And I might do some paintings again in the future, but not too many, I don't think. This was fun to do. I like it. And we have it in our
library
living room on the library bookshelves, just sitting up there, so I like that. But what I really like doing are things more like this. This was a picture I did, and there's a little glare, of one of the X-Men.
Maybe if you hold it down, you can see it.
Yeah, this is a picture I did of one of the X-Men, just recently, actually, colored and drew and everything. So, those are some of the things that I do. I do more comic book art and all of that stuff, but I had fun with the challenges, and hopefully we'll do some more of those again.
And you have an Instagram page?
Yeah, I started an Instagram page with the shutdown of everything, and I put a lot of this stuff on there on Instagram that I do, comic book art and some of my other stuff. Everything I've done pretty much I put on there, just somewhere to show it off, I guess. That's what I've been working on. What else should I show?
You can show anything you want. I mean,
all right, I'll show one more thing. I did this. This is the first one of these I've ever done. It was a map, sort of like a Lord of the Rings type map, Dungeons and Dragons type thing. So I did this map, and I think it turned out really well.
Yeah,
and
I love it.
I decided to frame it. I have it hanging in the art room, or her craft room. I call it the art room.
It's the art room. We
over over the closet. So I hung it up over there. I liked it. Turned out pretty cool. So.
Well, most of us crafters call it a craft room, and we were in a one-bedroom apartment for years.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, when we did the Macchiato coffee talks, we were in the one bedroom. And so my crafting area was actually in our bedroom.
We had a big loft bedroom, so it was, a decent size. There was room in there to have it. But
So
It's
now we
crowded.
have a 2-bedroom, and we don't have children, so we decided to turn it into a craft room / art room. So we just call it the art room because everything's art, even if you
Yes.
craft. And
It was tough because we didn't realize that little room got taken over so quickly by all the craft stuff, and it was like
I have way too much. Listen.
we had to try and reorganize again.
I used to go shopping and think, oh, I have to have this, I have to have that. Every time there was a sale, like a 40% off coupon, I had to go spend it. And I ended up accumulating a lot of stuff I never used. So really recently, I've been really purging and cleaning and organizing and trying to make more room on the art side for him. And using up my stash is basically what I've been doing.
and I don't really need any more room. I'm good.
He says that, but it's nice to have your own space, So when we get it organized, we would love to do a walkthrough for you guys to see what we have, what we're doing and stuff. And I love this. I can't even imagine us being in that 1-bedroom loft anymore.
No, this place is it's so much bigger. Just the living room and everything, and it's nicer.
too
You have a
expensive.
hallway to walk down. It's way too expensive, but
For what it is. Rents
it's nice.
here, and for those of you that don't know, we live in southern Florida,
yes.
near Miami, not far.
Fort Lauderdale. We're in Broward County.
Broward County, and the rent here in these areas is sky high.
Sure do.
And there used to be a cap on it that they could only raise it so much. Not anymore. Now, the one year they raised it over $100 on us, and we had just moved in.
Yeah.
So we were so angry, and we were going to move, but we didn't really have the money to move because we just moved. So we decided to stay. And then this year we had said, if they raise it too high again, we're leaving. We're going to find another place, even though we just moved in. And they actually did not raise it at all. And I think a lot of it had to do with the pandemic.
Oh,
And
absolutely, it had to.
our rent increase was during the time we were really shut in the beginning. Well, it was
Yeah.
April, we got our new
No, beginning of
lease
May.
thing. Beginning of May. So we decided to stay at least one more year. We would love to pay off our bills and buy a house one day. That's a dream of ours, right?
Absolutely.
See what happens. But anyway, speaking of living in southern Florida, it has been unbelievably hot here. The
It's been
past,
super hot.
oh my gosh, the past 2 weeks really?
Yes.
Well, there's that storm,
Well,
not a storm,
Saharan dust.
Saharan dust that came in. Ever
Doesn't
since
really make it hotter. It just makes it harder to breathe and humid.
humid, very hard to breathe.
I just said to Cindy when we were outside a little bit ago, I said, oh my Lord, now I know what it feels like to be a vampire walking in the sun. It's like burning.
I used to read a lot of vampire books. Speaking of books, we are currently reading and love to read. I love mysteries. I'm huge into them. I love a cozy mystery, and I love a really good, kind of crime mystery. But this one is more of a cozy mystery. And for those of you that don't know, Laura Childs, I think this is going to show up backwards in the video, but Laura
that's
Childs
fine.
is amazing cozy mystery writer. This one is the Cackleberry Club mystery. It's the first one in the series, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm almost halfway through. And she writes other mysteries as well. She writes tea mysteries. I forget what it's called, Tea Club or something. And for those of you that are crafters out there, she writes scrapbooking mysteries, and then she does craft projects in the middle of the book, and she shares it with you, like tips and tricks. These books, she shares some recipes. Even the tea books, she shares recipes. So I would highly recommend Laura Childs as an author. And another one that I'm going to start right after, and this is way into the series, is Chocolate Cream Pie Murder, a Hannah Swenson mystery with recipes from Joan. Do you say Joan? Joanne. Joanne Fluke. love, love, love her books. So those are two that I'm going to be reading this month. And what are you currently reading?
I am currently in book 4 of the Game of Thrones. This is A Feast of Crows, and the first 3 books were fantastic. We, of course, watched the series, but the books are amazing.
We couldn't
and
stop
it takes
watching.
me a while to get through, so it'll be a while because this is pretty thick. But currently reading this, and love the Game of Thrones, and this is the comic I'm currently reading because I do read some comic books as well. So I'm in the New Mutants, one of the X-Men comics.
What's that one called?
This is New Mutants.
Okay.
So that's the one I'm currently reading.
Hopefully,
and a whole bunch of
our books
different
won't
ones.
show up backwards
I think they'll be just fine when
the video.
Yeah.
Because right now, when we look at it, it looks backwards. What else was I going to... Oh, speaking of things we love to watch. I know you guys are probably binge watching stuff like crazy, especially everybody being at home. And we wanted to recommend some of the shows that we finished that we just could not stop. I mean, it was late at night. We were watching them. And I kept saying, just one more, just one more. That's my new nickname now, just
Yes.
one more. And it was to the point where I was like this. Like, holding my eyes open. I'm like, please, just one more. I gotta find out what happens. And it was crazy. The Marvelous Ms. Maisel, we loved.
Yeah, it was very good. I liked it a lot.
The first show we watched, I was like, let's try another one, see what happens. The second one was better. The third one was like, okay, this is interesting. And then it just kept it kept getting better and better and better through the whole series. It was just one show after another was better than the one before. So
really liked that. It was
we
good.
really enjoyed that.
We just finished Bosch, which is really good. And we just
That
finished the
one was-
last season of it.
Season 6, I
6,
think.
yes.
It's more of a crime
Yeah, he's
Kinda,
an LA
he's a
detective
detective.
in the LA police force, and it's
But-
all murder mystery usually, and a few other things in there, but it's really good.
And you fall in love with the characters. It's just, we really couldn't stop watching it. We watched it till we were so tired we couldn't watch it anymore.
Yeah.
So we would recommend that one if you like those type of shows.
Fantastic.
And
show.
another one we watched, I love watching BBC America type shows.
Yes.
I'm really into it. One we did watch years ago. It's a drama type mystery. It's really heart-wrenching, but oh my gosh, we loved it. Was
You're talking Broadchurch?
Broadchurch.
Yes. Broadchurch was very good. I think we've
So
talked
good.
about that before.
Very, very dramatic, but so good. And so another one that's a little more lighthearted and fun it's called Miss Fisher.
Yeah, I think so. Just Miss Fisher.
The older Miss
Miss Fisher
Fisher.
Mysteries.
Miss Fisher Mystery, something like
Yes.
that. The older ones we really enjoyed, and we watched her current movie, Miss Fisher. I forget what the name of that is, but and then we watched the current one that they updated the Miss
It's like her
Fisher.
niece or something like that.
Yeah, those are really good too. But
Yes.
we really enjoyed the older Miss Fisher. So we would like to know. Those are ones we would recommend, but we would love to know what you guys are binge watching and what you would recommend. Leave a comment below this video. And because now that we finished Bosch, we're kind of in that state where you're like,
What do we watch now?
I'm kind of like frumpy, like,
What can fill the void? Nothing. We'll find something, I'm sure.
Bosch was so good. It was so good. I love that show.
Yes.
So, okay, so if you guys could recommend anything, and also if you could recommend any good books we might enjoy, you kind of know his genre that he loves, and you know mine. So, if there's any recommendations, please leave a comment below. We would love to hear from you. And let's see, we did your art. I actually wrote a list, guys, because I have a tendency to babble. I babble in my videos, my tutorials. I really try hard not to do that. But it happens,
Yes, she babbles.
I do. I'm a babbler. And then
sometimes we get into a conversation, I forget what she said in the beginning until we get to the end.
I know. I'm telling a story, right? And then something in my brain pings, and I'm like, oh yeah, and this happened. So I go away from the original story, tell another story, and then I circle back to the original story. And by the time I'm done, he's completely lost, and he's like, what are you talking about? Does anybody else do that out here? You know, besides me, I'm like, that's an ADD kind of thing, I think, right?
I don't know. Maybe. It's just
I just go off on a tangent. But anyway, okay. Latest project. Speaking of his artwork, and I showed a preview on Instagram, which, by the way, we'll leave links below to our Instagrams and stuff if you want to follow. But he has so much artwork, and it's all in tablets and stuff. And I thought, wouldn't it be nice if he could, you know, have a place to store it like I do our photos. So I had these 2 soccer albums, and I got them at a yard sale for like $1 a piece or something. And then I thought, well, what the heck am I going to do with these? I mean, you used to teach soccer a long time ago, but we never really took photographs. What am I going to do with a soccer-themed album? So I decided to decoupage. He had old comic books that were just kind of shot and not really worth anything. And yeah, so I decided to tear them in pieces and Mod Podge them on to a 12 by 12 album. And this is how this one turned out. This one had a window where you could insert a main photo. So I just Mod Podged that and inserted it. And then this is the spine. And this is the back. So you could see I just tore up the comics and used Mod Podge. And this is the inside of the back cover. So I used a cover of one of the, I'm sorry, I'm like blocking your view there, babe.
it's okay.
I used a cover of one of the comic books in the middle here, and then Mod Podged the pages over it. And then for the inside front cover, I did the same thing.
And I think this turned out really amazing.
Okay, am I showing the whole
Yes,
thing?
you're showing it. It looks great.
It's so funny. We talked about, if we have bloopers, we should put bloopers at the end of the video because I'm kind of a mess sometimes when I do a video. But anyway, I did discover one thing. The album had this plastic like coating on it. It was like a sheet. So you had to be really careful and just peel off the plastic covering. Even on this little spine piece in here, I had Mod Podged it, and then I let it dry or cure, whatever, and it wasn't sticking. And I thought, well, what the heck's going on? So I peeled off the comic book stuff again, and I found it had a plastic sheet on it as well. So I would highly recommend, if you're going to cover these, check and see if it's got a shiny cover. If it does, you have to go inside the album, and there'll be like a lip here, and you have to start finding the plastic sheeting and peeling it off. So you have to peel it off this and your spine, and you should be okay. But these are the 12 by 12 plastic sheets he's going to put his art in. And I have one more of these that I'm going to cover as well when we find some more junky comic books to do. But I was just thinking, if you love to yard sale and thrift store, like we're big yard sale thrift store buffs. We love to take old junk and turn it into something else, or we do resell a lot of stuff on eBay as well. Like sometimes I read the books that I buy at yard sales and then just put them on eBay so somebody else can enjoy them. And I find so many scrapbook albums that aren't really in very good condition, but I was like, why can't I paint them? It's like the canvas ones. You could paint those, right?
Oh, yeah.
The canvas ones I found. And you could put your own artwork on your own covers. So that's my latest project that I've been working on. And if you have any questions about it, just let me know. Post a comment below. And also, we forgot to say happy, July 1st?
Yep, July 1st.
I don't know about you. We've been shut in, let's see. Friday the 13th was
March
our last
13th.
day of school. And we were actually going to decorate that night the cafeteria for our spring fling festival for a spring dance. And they decided to cancel that, and we were super bummed.
We've been pretty much shut in since then.
And then we found out
a little bit out here
no
and there,
work
but-
after that. So we thought it would only last like 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's been a while.
How many months have we been? Well, you figure.
April, May, June. We're going into the 4th month.
It's been difficult. And then they started reopening in northern Florida, tons of stuff. And my parents live on the Gulf side, a bit more northern Gulf side. And my mom was saying nobody's wearing masks up here. You know, it's like people were acting like it was over. And boom, now they have to mandatory wear masks again. And, you know, Nick and I kind of thought, even if you're going to open up, we should all, you know, wear masks. But I also understand not wanting to wear one too. So, I mean,
It sucks to wear them. I don't like them at all. I hate them, but better to be safe than sorry.
yeah,
I guess.
we
Do they work? Who knows?
yeah, we don't know.
But
I'm not
better to be
here
safe
to
than sorry.
here to even like start a debate on it. I do,
Right.
you know, everybody's entitled to their opinion. But it's just I don't know what my point was. See, this happens to me all the time.
just how long we've been in lockdown and the craziness.
Oh yeah, so they finally started in our county. It's called a soft opening, and then everybody started, like, our numbers really started going up again in Florida. So they actually closed beaches again,
Yes.
and
Stores are still open, still wear masks.
yeah, they're still-
Restaurants are doing limited seating, things like
we
that.
haven't gone to the restaurants. We're not ready for that. I'm not ready to sit around with.
We've done takeout once or twice.
We've done takeout, but I don't feel comfortable yet being inside a restaurant with my mask off, eating around everybody.
Yeah.
Outside, I might be ready to try soon, but yeah, I'm not comfortable with that. I thought our bowling alley was going to open, but it didn't.
Yeah. Who knows
We
when they'll
love to
open.
bowl.
Yes. Not good at it, but we like bowling.
No, we are horrible, but you know, we love to bowl.
Yes.
And speaking of takeout and food, we started the low carb diet
Again.
again. We did so well. I had lost, when we first went on it, I'd lost over 50 pounds, and you were
Yeah, over
well
50
into
pounds.
over 50 pounds. And then we're like, we're doing so good, let's take Christmas off. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And that's it. We'll go right back on it. Didn't happen. Matter of fact, we just kept cheating. Then we were like, low carb, what's that? You know? And we just like went crazy. And I ended up gaining like 22, 23 pounds back. And you gained a lot of weight back.
Yes.
And we were very sad. And I said, enough. I'm not going to gain back all the weight I struggled so hard to take off. So we did a dry run. We went on low carb, and we ended up having too many carbs, and we weren't getting into the keto. So this time around, we're doing great.
Yes, we're doing very good.
So we decided, you know, this can't be something that you can just jump off of and start eating the way you used to, because as the result, we gained tons of weight back. So we are going to try to just make it a lifestyle, and then every once in a while have a meal, like a cheat meal kind of thing.
Yes.
But just a meal, not a day or months.
Maybe a day. Who knows?
Just a meal. So anyway, I've been watching this YouTube channel. I think it's called Six Sisters, and I will post a link below this video to that. And they do a lot of Instapot recipes, and we're very interested in the Instapot. We have a friend let us borrow his, which is kind of a generic version of the Instant Pot.
Off-brand, I don't remember
Yeah.
the name of it.
So we're going to get into cooking with that, and if we find good recipes, we think we might do a recipe series, maybe share low carb things with you, because when you're on the low carb keto lifestyle, it could get very boring if you eat the same foods all the time, and that encourages you to cheat because you get bored with it. So we're going to try to do a variety of foods, and we're also going to try different things, and so we may start doing that. That's something.
And one of the things that we've tried, let me show you this.
I'm obsessed.
This is one of her favorite.
I'm obsessed.
Oh, it's backwards. Coca-Cola flavored Tic Tacs. Now, only have a couple of these. I don't think there's really any carbs in them. I forget if it was 0 or 1, but I think it's 0.
I think it's 0.
It's 0. But Tic Tacs, just something to hold you over or whatever, but they taste just like Coca-Cola.
If you like Coca-Cola and you try these, you're gonna be surprised just how. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's because we have gotten out of the sugar addiction, and those taste fantastic.
Yes.
But it tastes like a Coca-Cola. I was in shock. I thought it would taste minty with like a Coca-Cola flavor. They're so good. But I'm really super bummed because if you can read on the very top part here, it's a limited edition. So I'm gonna go around to all the stores and buy as many of these as I can buy and like stockpile them. They're amazing. And
Hoarding Coca-Cola Tic Tacs.
I'm gonna hoard them. If you are, I'm a candy freak. I was totally addicted to sugar. I just love candy. I could eat candy for a meal. I could eat candy and cupcakes and yeah, I could make meals out of those. So, and I'm being honest, I'm not. And one of the things when you're on low carb is there's not really too many good sugar-free candies. There's chocolate stuff.
Most of them are horrible.
Yeah. But candies, they're
Yeah, nothing.
no. So, I mean, that we found. If you found any, please let us know. We would really love to know that. But when you're really craving something sugary, sweet tasting without an aftertaste or whatever, these are amazing. So yes, I'm definitely going to shop around and stockpile those like crazy. Anyway, we've shared a lot with you guys today on
Yes.
what we've been doing, but I gotta tell you something that I'm really excited about. I'm currently getting ready for the 13 Haunted Projects of Halloween, which starts in August. For those of you that don't know, I do one Halloween project a week for 13 weeks till the week of Halloween. I've been doing that for a few years, and I'm currently planning all the projects out. And while I was doing that, I was thinking of the month of July coming up, and I had said to you, it might be fun to start a Christmas in July series, doing Christmas projects for tutorials, because I love Christmas music, Christmas papers, Christmas movies, and
Christmas presents.
And they just, I don't know, it just makes you feel so cozy and relaxed and warm inside. So, especially during the stressful time, I thought it might be fun to do that. So we were trying to come up with a name for it last week.
2 weeks
and
ago.
I was like, jingle bells, jingles, jingle. We came up with Jingle Jangle July Christmas series.
Jingle Jangle in July.
Jingle Jangle in July?
Something like that.
Or Jingle Jangle Christmas in July.
Yes.
That one sounds
I
pretty
think that's
good.
what it was.
Let us know what you think, what the name of the series. If you like the Jingle Jangle in July, or
I like Jingle Jangle in July.
Jingle Jangle in, what did I just?
Christmas in July.
Jingle Jangle Christmas in July series. I like that one better. But you guys let me know. You like Nick's or you like mine? Anyway, I'm going to start this series, and I hope to do a few projects Christmas projects and tutorials and share those with you. There's definitely going to be a treat box because you know I'm obsessed with treat boxes. I love handing out candy, probably because I'm obsessed with candy. And so the treat boxes are very fun for me. I love to make them. And there's going to be a lot of other things too, but definitely have at least 1 or 2 treat boxes coming up. Maybe some gift boxes, some bows, some tags, and things like that. So I'm going to start that this week. I'm going to come up with something. And I do know one of my subbies out there watched an old Cricut Challenge video on a crisscross card. It was a small card and asked for a tutorial. I will definitely get that done for you this week. So we'll have that tutorial coming up. A Christmas in July series, and I hope you guys like it. If you enjoy it, I will do another series in December, and I'll keep it going, kind of like I do the Halloween series. And even if you don't celebrate Halloween, which a lot of people don't, and that's okay. I love Halloween. I love horror movies. I know people think that's weird, but I love the thrill of a horror movie without anything happening to me. I can watch it in the safety of my home and get the thrill and nothing happens. So that's probably why I like it. But I've been obsessed since I'm a kid. I just really like watching them. And not all of them. I have to say, I have to say the ones that I don't watch are more realistic. Like, you wanted to watch that, what was that? Strangers?
Which one? Strangers? You watched Strangers with me.
I don't recommend that.
It was very good.
It was so good, but it was so...
She hasn't watched Strangers 2 with me yet.
No, I won't. I won't. You know how terrified I was. It terrified me. Probably because it was based on a true story. So anything realistic, I don't like those horror movies. But I love the ones that they have wacky characters like Jason and Michael Myers and things like that.
That's how I would describe Jason Wacky.
Because they're not realist. They're not, really realistic. And so if it's like a sci-fi horror movie and stuff like that, I enjoy that. Anyway, look, I got off topic again.
Surprise, surprise.
What was I talking about?
Halloween.
Oh, so if you're not really into Halloween, that's okay, because I like to try to make projects during my Halloween series that you could use for other holidays or just your everyday average I don't know.
Anything.
Yeah, like if you just wanted to make a treat box for, well, the Frankenstein treat boxes I did last year and the mummy ones, of course, those are
Put your
Halloween.
own image on them.
But I do a lot of projects that you could make into another card. Like if I make a card, a lot of times you could do it in another theme. Just don't use Halloween paper. So even if you don't love Halloween, you may want to check it out here and there. There may be some projects for you as well. And I think we made this a really long coffee talk. It looks like it's 30...
It's almost 40 minutes.
What?
People are going to be mad at you.
No, they're going to love it. They're going to love my babble. I hope you guys will love my babble.
We got to go.
And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And we'll definitely be back and share these if, hopefully you enjoyed it. We didn't babble too much. We had a lot to say this video. They might not all be as long as this. We're definitely going to guarantee one a month, but we might even come back next week and
we have some more to talk about, I'm sure. Some more things.
We always do.
Show you some other stuff.
Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting my channel. I appreciate you all so much. You guys keep me going. You inspire me. Your wonderful, supportive comments mean the world to me. I'm always reading them to him. Yesterday, I read one from a subby, and I started crying. It was so sweet and so nice, and it just honestly means the world to me. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please let us know. Leave a comment below. And happy crafting, everybody.
Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye.
Take care.